Hi, I'm Jen Tardy. I am your career success coach, and we're back with a whole new video. Now, I believe that a good manager creates an environment where you can bring your whole self to work and you can be your best self at work. Because if you feel like you can bring your whole self and be your best self, you are more likely to easily and happily deliver upon the duties into which you are hired. So this video is about 2 years behind. I was supposed to deliver this video 2 years ago around the same time that I delivered one of our most popular videos, which is Signs of a Poor Manager. I said to you then that I'm going to come back and talk about it. So this is that video, and I hope that you enjoy it. Let's delay no further. Let's get started. Sign number 1, you feel heard, seen, and included consistently. If you contribute an idea at a team meeting, or if you have something to say, that people are actually listening to you, that your boss is actually listening to you, and that it just doesn't get thrown off to the side or undervalued or ignored. So you feel seen, heard, and included. Sign number 2, you feel like your boss has your back. They're removing those hurdles and those barriers that are preventing you from meeting deliverables that are outside of your control. So you know how sometimes you may need to escalate a situation. Your boss has your back in helping to remove those barriers. That idea, that leadership philosophy is called servant leadership, where your boss feels like their purpose is to help to remove all of those challenges that are on your journey to meeting your deliverables in your role too. Sign number 3, your boss helps you to grow even when it hurts. It's really important to understand that. So when you're doing well, there's positive reinforcement that lets you know that you're moving in the right direction. And then when you need to have some course correction because maybe you've fallen off the path, your boss isn't so conflict avoidant that they don't tell you when you've fallen off path or you need a little bit of course correction. They actually lean in and they'll share with you what behaviors need to be adjusted to help to put you back on path so that you can continue to grow. That is a good boss. Sign number 4, your boss meets you where you are. Maybe you were hired into the organization, or let's actually take a step back. You were hired into the organization because of your knowledge, your skills, and your abilities. You have the requisite skills to do the job. And now after showing and proving that value, your boss adds a new challenge, a new project, a new task, a new part of your role. And maybe you don't have experience in that area. Whereas before, maybe your boss was more macro and they spent more time cultivating the relationship because they knew that you knew how to do your role. But now with this new project, they lean in a little more and they're more task focused to make sure that you know exactly what needs to be done next. That whole idea is considered situational leadership. Sign number 5, your boss creates a safe environment for you. And so when you come to your boss, for example, and you say something like, hey, at this last meeting, someone made a statement that it felt very uncomfortable. It felt a little bit like a microaggression. And so a safe environment means that your boss is asking you more questions about what happened. And they're helping, whatever help looks like, helping to mediate and fix that situation so that you don't have to experience that anymore. An unsafe environment is when you share the same scenario with your boss and your boss is like, oh, have perspective, or oh, that isn't what they meant, or oh, you need thicker skin. That's not a safe environment. And so if you have a boss that is doing those things, that's awesome. Kudos to you for working with that boss and them for being a great boss. There are 2 things that I do want to share with you. One is that we have a brand spanking new free guide that I'd like to share with you, and it's called The Miseducation of the Underrepresented Job Seeker. I want you to check it out because it's areas where we've been miseducated all throughout our job search that I want to demystify, shift those myths, and tell you the truth to better help you to navigate the bias in your own job search. The link is in the description or the details below. So check it out, click the link, download it, and learn about areas where you've been miseducated in your job search. The second thing is, I want to hear from you on areas or experiences that you've had with your manager that's been absolutely positive. Drop me a comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm really interested. Now, number 6, the very last sign that you have a great boss is a space that you'll have to fill in yourself. Because a good boss, to me, may look different when it comes to a good boss that you're looking for. And one of the things that I share with my clients is that it's really important that you know what you're looking for in a boss, right? So for me, personally, when I was working in corporate America, a good boss for me means that my boss cares about their own development, their own growth. Because if they don't care about their own development and their own growth, it's likely that they're not going to put a lot of investment in my development and my growth. So it's almost like a lead by example. I also cared a lot about having a boss with the backbone. So when things escalated, or if I needed them to have my back when things escalated, they were ready to go into the fire for me. They were ready to escalate things on their own. Have you ever worked with a manager before that was so afraid to ruffle feathers that you became the fall guy for everything, or that things were just dumped on you or your department? I could never work for a manager like that. So I say that with sign number 6 is that I want you to think about what's most important to you, and then I want you to start looking for that sign in bosses. It has to be very personal to you. So good luck to you on that. And so these are our 6 signs of a great boss. And remember that great bosses create environments where you can bring your whole self to work and you can be your best at work. So I truly hope that you enjoyed this video. I am Jen Tardy. I'm your career success coach. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.